Gryffindor, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to your weekly general reading. I don't have any complaints. I actually have been feeling pretty motivated today. So we're just going to go ahead and crack on, okay? And I think we're going to go right there. Looks good. And I'm going to take this side. All right, let's see what we got in store for you, shall we? I've just been keeping busy, working on a bunch of projects. I mean, I did have about a week where I didn't feel like doing a whole lot of anything, but it's usually just 1 week a month where that's just how I feel. But now I'm back to feeling kind of normal. I don't know. I think I worked on like 6 different projects today. So, and I'm still able to get the readings done, so why not, right? Why not? Sounds fantastic. And then tomorrow I'll edit these and get them posted, and it'll be all good. Yeah. Also, I said in the last 3 videos, I really wanted to get a new camera this week. It did not happen. I'm using a new phone, which I thought that the camera quality would be better, but it's not. It's not better than my old phone, so. And I know that the audio is just really kind of crap, so I do apologize. If you could just bear with me. Hopefully I can get a new camera within the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm hoping. So, okay, seriously? Gryffindor, any cards gonna come out? I might just end up doing only a 4-card pull. We'll see. Okay, I feel that one's coming out. Let's see what else we got. Okay, well, starting off, we have the Triwizard Cup. We have the Burrow. Oh, I haven't had that one for a long time. We just had this in Ravenclaw. I swear I shuffled the hell out of the cards. And it's called a Merlat. I had to look it up. I couldn't remember what it was called. I didn't even remember any of the characteristics. It's like, what is this little guy? I don't know. Okay, so now we have cards coming out. Fantastic. I didn't think anything was going to come out for us. Me again. Interesting. What's her name? Mary. Is her name Mary? I think her name is Mary. Mary Barebones. That's why do Credence? Yeah, Credence is foster mom. Prophecy Orb. Fluffy. All right, let's go for 3 more cards and then a clarifier. Yeah, I didn't think anything was going to come out. Crazy. Wanted. No, Wanded. Oh, I like that. And Extremely Dangerous. That's a wanted poster from Makusa. Oh my gosh. You guys do the same thing. That's crazy. I don't know. I mean, Hufflepuff was the only one that did like the 10 cards and a clarifier, but Slytherin and Ravenclaw wanted more than just the 10 cards, and it looks like you guys do too. Okay, let me pull a clarifier and then we'll go over this, okay? I think that's supposed to be Hogwarts, but, oh, that card came out really easily. Okay. Alright, Gryffindor, so let's go over the cards. We have the Triwizard Cup and we have the Burrow. There's the Triwizard Cup. Burrow. Merlat and the Alchemy. Oh, for some reason I want to call her Mariana, but I don't think that's right. I think it's just Mary Barebones. And then we have the Prophecy Orb. And then we have Fluffy. And then we have the Wanted poster, which actually says Wanded and Extremely Dangerous. And it's one of the Joker cards. Not that I really care that it's a Joker card, but anyways. And then we have the Dementor. And then we have Dobby. Like I said, guys, bear with me. The picture quality and the audio will get better eventually. If my old phone hadn't died on me, I swear I would have just kept using it forever. Um, I really think this is supposed to be a view of Hogwarts. I just don't think I've ever seen that view. Although I do think that is where the big clock is. So, and then for overall energy, we have Harry Potter as the world. I love it. Okay, so like I normally do, we're gonna go ahead and pause this for a moment, and I'm gonna look these over and see what I can come up with, and then we'll go over them. Okay? All right, so give me just a moment. Okay, Gryffindor, I am gonna have to talk this one out because I'm getting a couple of like ideas, but it's kind of just swirling around in my head at the moment because I'm looking at the Triwizard Cup and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, you know, Portkey, but I'm also looking at it as this trophy, and because the overall message is the world, which is this just being on top of it, right? This completion, this bringing everything together that you learned, and it's that energy, right? So I'm really feeling like we are starting off with that and we're ending it. But everything else in between is where I'm kind of like, well, what else does it mean? You know, I'm looking at the burrow, and right here, you know, it's dark, right? But right here, it's like the room at the very top is lit up, okay? And so that is making me think like, you know, like maybe studying really hard, keeping the lights on at night, you know, like what are they doing up there? Are they conspiring? The only reason why I say conspiring is because I just get a lot of conspiracy vibes from her. But I also get a lot of misinformation from her. Like I'm just feeling like she's just kind of led the wrong way. But she's very convinced, very steadfast in what she believes in, right? So much so that she ends up dying for it, right? So I'm not sure right there if it's really conspiring. Could very well be because there was a conspiracy behind the whole Triwizard Cup as well. So I'm not sure. But then, so we get to these two creatures, right? The Merlat has, you know, for the most part, it's very relatively, you know, harmless. It will bite your feet if you go wading in the water, but it mostly just stays in the ocean shoreline area eating crustaceans. The tentacles do have healing properties, but if used in excess, it can make you blow fire out your ass. Again, with the conspiracies, that's kind of making me think, maybe you are blowing fire out your ass, or maybe somebody's blowing smoke up your ass. I don't know. Something to do with your ass, maybe. I don't know. Okay, not sure where that was going, but and then we have the Akami, and the Akami, you know, it can be big, it could be little, but it's most like redeeming quality, not really redeeming, but one of the main things is those shells that it protects, its eggs that it protects, they're made out of pure silver, you know, so you have this richness available, this richness in the quality of the knowledge, like a way to obtain that knowledge. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really sure. We get to the prophecy orb, and it's that feeling of like this destiny, but I'm also getting like a falsehood, right? Because when we meet the prophecy orb, you only get to hear part of it. It's not until much later that you find out that it was a much bigger prophecy, and Voldemort basically acted off of and chose Harry as the chosen one. Like, it didn't have to be Harry, it could have been Neville, but because of those circumstances, that's why we have Harry Potter as the chosen one, right? So again, I feel like it's a lot of this like misinformation maybe. With Fluffy, he was able to be charmed and not be able to do his job. Like, he's guarding something so ridiculously important. He's the first line of defense. They are the first line of defense. And they were able to be charmed out of their position, and not do their job. And then we get to the wanted poster, right? Where Makuza is looking for somebody. But again, who are they looking for? Because remember, at one time, Harry was the wanted one. He was public enemy number one. At one time, Newt was wanted, right? But were they bad? No. It was just wrong information. And then when we get to the Dementor and we get to Dobby, so with Dementor, it's like, okay, they are very, like, they don't give a shit, right? Like, they're gonna come after you whether you're good or you're bad. They don't care, right? They're very non-discriminate, right? And with Dobby, there's a little bit of naivete in there, right? He's trusting, but he's also very honest. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like there's like a lot of these little elements here. With Hogwarts being one of the overall things, I feel like maybe this is as simple as you finished your schooling and you're done with that section of your life and you're ready to move on to something new. Or I feel like you're trying to get to this completion, but you have all of these just conflicting emotions and thoughts and events that are going through where, like, you got to be able to pay your way through, and you got to cut through all this bullshit and this misinformation. You got to fight your demons, but you also have to be trusting. Which basically sounds to me exactly what gaining the world would be, right? Like, there's never no simple answer. I feel like you're I don't know, I think with this journey, this episode, this whatever, I just really kind of get this feeling that you're on your way to obtaining everything that you want, but you're gonna have to cut through so much bullshit. Like, every single thing that can be thrown at you is going to be. I feel like every single one of them is going to be a double-edged sword. Okay, the Triwizard Cup, it's the prize, but it's a portkey, right? It gives you glory and riches, but it also brings death. The Burrow, it feels like home, but it's not your home. It's a safe place, yet it was burned to the ground. The Merlot, minding its own business, doesn't really mean any harm, but it can knock you on your ass, and that's the thing that attacked Jacob, and Jacob was knocked unconscious, right? The Alchemy definitely could kill you. Not a chance in hell that it couldn't, if it wanted to, but it could also give you riches. Even with Mary Barebones, I mean, she also has a dichotomy, right? Like, she means really well. Like, she thinks witches are just the devil's spawn, and she's trying to end that, but she's misled into thinking that witches are bad, right? And I can't even try to say like she's a good person, because she abuses credence, so she's kind of a bitch. So screw her. But she also has that dichotomy. She thinks she's doing good, but she's really harming everyone, so much so that she made credence into an obscurus. So obscurus, yeah. Prophecy orb, same thing. There's still that dichotomy. There's still that duality where it will tell you the future, so you can ask somebody, hey, what's going to happen? But you're only going to get half the picture. Like, you cannot really see everything that's going in there. There's going to be many roads, and they're going to include so much shit. Fluffy, good lord, now you got 3 different versions, right? You started off with just a couple, now you're looking at 3 different versions. You're coming up to a fork, but it's got a knife attached to it, and you gotta, as much as you're on your guard and you're a guard dog and you're guarding whatever it is, or something's guarding, there's still going to be a way to get past it. So either you need to find a way to not let your guard down, or you need to find a way to get past the gatekeeper. Okay? Here, Makusa, who are they hunting? Right? And why are they hunting them? Could be because they're a bad guy, could be because it's misinformation. The Dementor, very non-discriminate. They're going to go after anybody. So you're going to have these doubts. You're going to have this depression, this anxiety, and it's not going to matter which way you go. Either one of the two paths or three paths, any of them, you're going to have some heartache with it. But in the end, yes, you mean well, or yes, the situation, you think it's going to be okay, and maybe you don't get there exactly how you wanted to, but you're going to get there, regardless. Okay, you might get hurt along the way, maybe not by any fault of your own, but somebody's going to be asking for forgiveness, whether that's you asking or somebody that does something that kind of throws a wrench in your whole process. And you're going to have to be able to forgive. And I think that's where we're going here with this, is that you're on the road to this success, and it's going to be troubled with so much bullshit. And in the end, you're going to end up having to forgive somebody, maybe yourself, maybe someone else, to be able to just really just sit back and look at all and sit on top of the world. That's what you're going to have to go through, and this is where you're going to end up when you get here. This is going to be very important. He's bowing in this picture. He's got his hat off, and I just get this sense of this gratitude, having this immense gratitude, and being humble. That's where any kind of apology would come into play, is to be able to say thank you for the things that you couldn't have done on your own, because there is going to be so many outside forces affecting you upon this completion. Okay, Gryffindor, if I keep talking, I'm going to lose my voice here. So that's pretty much what I've got. I hope that helped somebody. Either way, I hope to see you next week. And I love you, and be good to yourselves. Bye.